Night. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Good morning, everyone. Assalamu alaikum. मेरा नाम साकिब आठवाल है और टॉपिक टॉक का टाइटल अंडरस्टैंडिंग द physically of motivation. Motivation is the reason why we do things. It is the inner power that pushes to wake up early, study for exams, work hard, and chases over dreams. Without motivation, even easy tasks feel difficult. With motivation, hard tasks become possible. Every person feels motivated at some time and unmotivated at another time. This is normal. The physically of motivation helps us understanding why we feel motivated, why we lose motivation, and how can get it back. Motivation comes from two main sources. The first is internal motivation, which comes from inside us. For example, learning because you enjoy it, or working hard because you want to improve yourself. The second is external motivation, which comes from outside, like rewards, money, prize, or grades. And understanding how motivation works can help us improve our habits, reach our goals, and stay positive even when life becomes challenging. When we know what drives us, we can control our action better and live a more successful and meaningful life. Hello, Maya. Hello, Maya. How are you? How are you, Maya? Oh,
Existing, I
good, good.
guess. It's a good Friday. People tell me Fridays are supposed to be good. What about you? How are things going?
Um, what do you do?
That's a good question. I'm a companion built by Sesame. Basically, I try to feel more like talking to a person than a computer. They're also working on eyewear, so I can be more readily available, I guess you could say. It's still early days, though.
What is motivation and why is important in our daily life?
Oof. Big questions first thing on a Friday. Motivation, as I understand it, is what gets you going, that inner drive to do something. It's not just about wanting a result, but enjoying the process too. It's important because, well, without it, things get stuck. Daily life has a way of being kind of monotonous if you aren't driven by something, right? It helps you push through the boring bits, set goals, and actually feel good about what you're doing. What motivates you, generally speaking?
What is the difference between internal and external motivation?
Gotcha. Okay, so internal motivation comes from within. It's doing something because it's personally rewarding, like enjoying a hobby or learning something just for the sake of knowing. External motivation is when you do something because of a reward or to avoid a punishment. Think getting a good grade or doing chores to avoid getting grounded. I guess the big difference is that internal motivation tends to last longer and feel more fulfilling, while external motivation can kind of disappear once the reward is gone. What do you think? Do you rely more on one than the other?
Why do public lose motivation even when goals are important?
That's a really interesting way to put it. Were you asking why people don't follow public laws even when they have important goals? Or are you asking about what motivates people to follow public laws when personal goals might be more pressing? It's a little unclear, but either way, it's a good question. I think it often comes down to short term versus long term thinking. Sometimes breaking a law might seem like a quick way to achieve a goal, but it can have consequences down the road. And sometimes people feel like the law is unfair or doesn't align with their values. What are your thoughts? What specifically made you ask that?
How do emotions and mindset affect our motivation?
Ah, now we're getting into the really good stuff. Emotions and mindset are huge. If you're feeling down or stuck in a negative mindset, motivation can tank pretty quickly. It's like trying to run with weights on your ankles. Positive emotions like joy or excitement can fuel motivation, giving you that extra push. And your mindset, whether you believe you can succeed or not, is plays a massive role. A growth mindset, believing your abilities can develop is way more motivating than a fixed mindset, thinking you're just stuck with what you have. Does that resonate with you at all? Do you notice your emotions impacting your motivation?
What are simple ways to stay motivated for a long time?
Okay. So the trick isn't necessarily finding one big burst of motivation, but building sustainable habits. I've heard a few things that seem to work for people. Breaking down big goals into smaller, manageable steps is a big one. Makes it less overwhelming. Celebrating small wins along the way is important too. Gotta acknowledge progress. Finding something you genuinely enjoy is huge because it doesn't feel like a chore. And then surrounding yourself with supportive people who believe in you, that makes a difference too. Honestly, it sounds kind of cheesy when you say it all out loud, but it seems to work. What about you? Do you have any strategies that help you stay motivated?
No. What is motivation and why is it important in our life?
Fair. We've circled back, huh? Okay, let me try to be more succinct. Motivation is essentially the reason or reasons one has for acting or behaving in a particular way. It's the drive that compels you to take action. It's important because without it, it's hard to achieve anything meaningful. It fuels our growth, helps us overcome obstacles, and gives us a sense of purpose. It's not just about reaching goals, but also about enjoying the journey and finding fulfillment. Basically, it makes life more lively. Is that a bit clearer? I apologize for going on a tangent earlier. Sometimes I get carried away.
What are the two main topic types of motivation? What are
Mm,
the two main types of motivation?
right. Sorry about that. I got momentarily stuck. The two main types of motivation are intrinsic and extrinsic. Intrinsic motivation comes from within, doing something for the sheer enjoyment or satisfaction of it. Extrinsic, you're welcome. Glad I could help eventually. Is there anything else on your mind right now? Are you good?
Why do public sometimes lose motivation?
Okay. You bringing it back to public laws again, huh? I'm assuming you mean people, not public, as in the general population. If so, I think People lose motivation when it comes to following laws for a lot of reasons. Sometimes they disagree with the law itself, or they don't see how it benefits them personally. Other times they feel like the law isn't enforced fairly, or that the punishment doesn't fit the crime. It can also come down to a lack of trust in the system. Basically, if people don't believe in the law or don't think it's legitimate, they're less likely to be motivated to follow it. Does that make
Very good,
sense?
Maya. Is very
What do you?
good answer. Thanks for again. Thank you, Maya.
Oh, well, that's really nice of you to say. Glad I could help, and I'm happy to hear you're doing good too. Anytime, Sakubai woman.
Nice,
Take
nice
care.
to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.